It was this game right here on the weekend that qualified FAKER for the World Championships. Absolutely pumped for the guy. You can see here in the clip, he's not actually celebrating that much. He's still super serious. Got the finals coming up on the weekend, but I'm so happy because World never felt right without FAKER. Today's review, we have FAKER on Irelia mid, definitely one of his more spicier picks, up against the Koreans' #1 Action player. And Action got some changes this patch. Specifically, they're trying to reduce his Emax, making it more shifted towards the Qmax build. But overall, I think the champion is still super strong. And before we hit the laning phase, guys, a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's video is proudly sponsored by Marvel Future Revolution. For those of you that haven't heard about it, Marvel Future Revolution is Marvel's first open world RPG for mobile. And I genuinely think this gameplay footage speaks for itself. Built on the Unreal Engine, you have breathtaking cinematics. You can explore the vast open world of Marvel and enjoy their storylines and missions. And on top of that, Marvel Future Revolution has a state-of-the-art costume system. It includes original and comic-based costumes with the first ever mix and match costume system with over 4 million different combinations per hero. And if costumes aren't really your thing, of course you can become the hero with Blitz and Raid, the awesome PvE content. You can meet various classic supervillains like Kingpin, Ultron, Red Skull, and Nebula. And one last thing, my personal favorite, it's the Omega Fight. You can meet multiple superheroes from multiple universes in one field, and you need to survive. A real-time 10 versus 10 content pushes players to maintain and cooperate with a unified frontline rather than random battles, allowing them to show off their strengths in fair play. Now, if you weren't pumped already, this will definitely get you. To celebrate the launch of Marvel Future Revolution in ANZ, ESL are running a giveaway competition with $1,000 in total prizing. There's going to be a competition between me and Remember the Beat, another YouTuber, where you can enter the giveaway via the link in the description. You can select me, Midbeast, and the person with the most votes is actually going to end up with an extra $1,000 to give their community. So that's it, guys. What are you waiting for? The link in the description down below. Give it a go. So coming across to the laning phase, we have this Action completely stomping out from level 1. And a lot of people really struggle with ranged versus melee matchups or melee versus ranged. These picks like the Action, the Lucian mid, Tristana, Jace, they're gonna smash you at level 1. You can see FAKER, he starts E, he hangs back as far as possible. He wants the XP. But the CS, actual CS doesn't matter as much as the XP. Hang back, take minimal poke, wait for level 2, level 3, where you're going to be able to start using your E and your Qs to try and synergize for an all-in or a combo. It's going to allow you to poke them out. Now, FAKER, of course, he's a pro player. He runs teleport. If you're not a pro player or above masters, just run ignite, okay? You're probably not using teleport correctly. Your team won't play around your teleport in the side lane correctly. So what's the point? Run ignite, run barrier, I don't care. Run a laning summoner. It's going to work so much better for you guys. Unless you're in a high elo game, okay? Or you've got vast knowledge on how to use teleport correctly. And even then, your team's not going to play around it correctly still. So that's why I recommend for laning summoners for lower elo players. I think that's pretty common for most coaches to recommend. As the wave will come in, we'll be level 3 off of this. And that's when the laning phase for Irelia really does begin. Now, FAKER did play one Irelia game, I believe, against BDD on the weekend. And it didn't go too well. He actually kind of hard griefed. That's not to say FAKER's Irelia is bad. I think it was a pretty bad fit for the game. But Irelia at the moment in competitive is still meta, very meta. And I think the best setup in pro play is what Doinbe's been doing, and he goes full tank. He goes Gore Drinker, sometimes goes into like Gargle, Stone Plate. He'll go super defensive setup. He'll frontline with the Gore Drinker, get the engage, get the CC down. He doesn't, like, you still do damage because your base numbers are good. But it's not full damage. FAKER, I have never seen him do the tank setup, so I expect him to go super aggressive as he gets that kill, and that teleport does work for him into the bot side. Gets the kill, gets the assist, and he'll run back into the mid lane. Action. Where the hell is Action? He got an assist somewhere. Did he kill the Akali? Got no idea where he went. There he is. And you can see FAKER, he has that bloody he has a corrupting and a Doran's blade now. Super aggressive. I sometimes see like some of these like backing first back for a Doran's item is not that bad if you start the corrupting to make sure you survive the lane. I'm sometimes seeing double Doran's items on top laners. I've seen them do like start a Doran's shield into a Doran's blade. Pretty bloody aggressive if you ask me, but sometimes if you really want to pack a punch in the early game, these aggressive starters can be used. As we have a freeze. Problem is the Action has first prior to the topside fight. So FAKER sees the action move top, and it's instantly, no hesitation, hard shoves the lane. Hard shove, now we'll move in. There's no point, guys. Stop trying to chase things that are already done. It's happened. Action is already 50 miles in the river ahead of you. If you just roam up all the way to the top lane, it's done before you get there. And then you've missed this entire wave to try and build some type of advantage for yourself. Make the decision instantly if you're going to roam or not, and don't hesitate. Do not just... If you see him top lane, you go, oh shit, he's top, I better move up. It's too late. You have to have been thinking that 20 seconds ago, right? Just frustrating is all. As we have 42 CS at 5 minutes, we're on track for a really nice game. So even though Action gets the assist top lane, you individually are able to make up some of the XP and gold, and hopefully by the time the next fight comes, that's when you impact. Because just don't bloody chase these roams, guys. It frustrates people when they play against like Talon and Katarina, and they're sitting mid with a mage or a champion, and they feel lost. I see them wandering around with no meaning to their life. They don't know what to do. And then in between shoving and roaming, and it's just pathetic. FAKER pulls the freeze. FAKER, one of the best. He has really nice wave management, to be honest. Probably one of the better mids that I do see. He pulls. He'll wait for the. He has a level advantage. He's level 6 here. As if the action moves in, I wouldn't be surprised if he looks for the all in. Probably. I'm not sure if it'd be killable, but probably can chunk. Let's see. So you want to build up your passive on Irelia. It's only... Oh shit, Irelia. We've got steel caps, by the way. Sometimes a good offense is a great defense. And against Lucian, Action, Tristana, rushing tab eyes, it's... Steel caps, it's definitely worth. Because your base numbers with Conqueror, it's like if you stack that up, you have plenty of damage to get a kill. Just need to make sure their autos are doing less. Especially if they got double auto mechanic, like come on. Once again, Action is missing. As soon as he shows, FAKER will go for the hard shove. Let's see. He could just be piss chilling next to the, like you can go, that Action's bot, instantly. Hard shove, bam. Maybe we'll be able to look for a plate here post 5. And 63 to 35 CS. And this is why you can't write FAKER off. Even if you go for these perma-roams, he will build an advantage. He'll be able to find it. So he's going to get the plate mid lane. And now he sees they're super deep overextending. And he's going to jog down, try and pick up the Ziggs. Let's see if he can get him. Have flash. I think Ziggs knows FAKER's coming. He's probably going to try and like execute or something weird. Let's see. Cute. Ivan, give me the stun. Do we flash? Don't even need to. Grab the kill over onto the Ziggs. Huge shutdown. That's 300 additional gold. And this is beautiful macro. Please. I'm actually being impressed lately with lower elo players with this lane swap. I feel like, I don't know if it's people watching my vids or people like looking to improve, but I'm seeing a lot of these 80 carries. When I roam down bot lane here for the roam, they go mid to pick up my farm so I can shove the wave and we get more team gold. 80s have been doing very well recently. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but it always irked me when 80s would run bot lane when I'm there. And by the time they get there, I've shoved the whole wave. And there's a mid lane wave crashing and they don't get it. No one gets it. The whole team misses it out. So it's good to see the Callista roam into the mid lane. Now when we base, she shifts back as this Action. Dude, he's just perma-roaming. Yuck. What else did I want to talk about today? New patch today. So Action is getting slight changes. Lissandra is getting buffed. I think at the moment, Lissandra is one of the most underrated mids. I think Lissandra and Corki are doing very well. I think both are pretty underrated right now. Flying under the radar. Easy to play champions. FAKER uses the flash. Drag in with the assist. We'll head back in the mid lane, try and pick up the wave. So I think Lissandra is actually pretty strong, guys. I definitely recommend it as an anti-assassin player. Anti-assassin pick. It just works wonders right now. Lucian changes have come through. We probably won't be seeing any more Lucian in the mid lane, which is going to be a benefit to champions like Orianna that definitely did struggle against these type of AD matchups. See how he plays it. E goes wide. We pick up the Jace with the Q. We got the reset, so we're going to come through for the Trundle now. Trundle flashes out. And let's see if we're able to get the chase on the Elise. I usually don't like chasing Elise players, but let's see if this works. Hits the ultimate, 2-man. And he's just weaving. Has the W, stacks it up. Has the fully stacked Conqueror, and just a beautiful play there by Faker. 6-0, 8 CS per minute at the moment. What an absolute banger. And Faker looks to... Oh, he rushes Blade of the Ruin King. Like, that's super aggressive. Super aggressive. It's obviously the most damage output you can possibly get on early game Irelia. It works very well. But you're not that tanky, so you need to be super cautious. You're very vulnerable if you get picked by an Elise Cocoon. Faker's been coming into pretty good form lately. I wouldn't say I've been surprised, but it seemed... Please, man, don't die after I just... Auto? He's gonna get killed here. It's not worth it at all. Every time I speak well. Anyways, he coin flips for that. That's 100% not worth it at all. Hate that play. I understood what he's going for, but not able to make it work. Now, Faker's been playing very well lately. I'm wondering if T1 or SKT, as they used to be called, is, you know, are they going to have one of their better Worlds performances? I think, so they didn't qualify for Worlds last year. 2019, I believe they came 4th, didn't make finals. 2018, I don't think they qualified for Worlds. 2017, they went World Finals, lost World Finals against Samsung. That's when Faker cried on stage. So 2016 was the last time Faker won, right? And last time finals was 2017. Missed Worlds 18 and 20. How nuts is that? Can SKT, let me know in the comments, well, T1 now, can they win Worlds? Do they have it in them? I just feel this special tingling when I see Faker at Worlds that it's like, you just can't write him off. You can't write him off. Coming into Worlds, like, they're not going to be favorites, not even close. But man, there's a thing in the back of my mind being like, dude, maybe. But at the end of the day, it's probably going to be FBX that win Worlds. If I had money right now, bullet to my head, FBX win Worlds. I think it's going to be FBX. It's sad, but I think it's going to be FBX Darm 1 finals. FBX win 3-0. And if I get that right, I don't know what you guys have to do. You all have to kiss me on the cheek or something. Nothing, 18 and above, nothing weird. As we get the TP down into the bot lane, we pick up our 9th kill. And the gold is dead even, by the way. Enemy team working very well on these towers. You can see top lane has been absolutely destroyed. We got a flank on the action. Later, bitch. That E is so stupid. I love it. Hey. Yeah, nice pink. E up in 6. I don't think it's doable. Ivan. Entire team coming in, and they're going to get the pick over onto Faker. Again, another bounty has been eaten. And they've got a 1,000 gold lead. They're playing super nice. Who the fuck plays Ivan these days? What the hell is this? And I really need Faker into a side lane, abusing the Irelia length of all-ins. What else has been changed this patch? Zed got changed, guys. I'll probably do a video on Zed 99 to see what he's up to. Serpent's Fang got nerfed. Ghostblade now has haste. It's a different item completely. It's going to be situational. I'm very interested to see what assassins do with this item. It sounds very nice for Zed as an alternative if you don't need the shield break. But yeah, Zed, I think his Q does more, but I think his R cooldown is higher, and maybe, oh god, maybe his E ratio is less. I can't remember what they've done, but anyways, it's supposed to be a slight nerf to Zed, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe Ghostblade makes him completely, maybe the Ghostblade negates the ult cooldown, and I'm not sure. Maybe the Q buffs help out because it's an extra 80 ratio, do more damage. No idea, but we'll see. So we roam across looking to pick up the Jace. Does have flash. Jace has blue. Oh, Ziggs. Ziggs Trundle. That's the most annoying goddamn bot lane. It has Ziggs W and Trundle Pillar. Like, fuck off. Like, that is stupid amount of CC and crowd control. Okay. We have ultimate. It's a 3-man. Look at these Q resets. We're exhausted. Straight up, we land the E onto the Jace. And these resets, baby. Keep going. Hey, hey, hey. Not that deep. As he didn't realize. Mid lane tower hasn't dropped there, buddy. He's 11 kills in, and this is a complete Korean fiesta. An action with the Kraken into the wit's end. And this seems to be probably the best build on action at the moment. These on-hit setups are very nice. The Kraken synergy, the Wit's End, Blade of the Rune King, all these items work so well on the champion. And I think Riot kind of touched that they were a little bit nervous with the Emax and the on-hit setups. I think they definitely want him to be more of a lethality setup with like Eclipse. It seems like that's what they're feeling like they want to try and change, but whatever Riot wants is not what the players do, you know? It's whatever has the best win rate and the best feel. Action, by the way, not enabled for Worlds. Don't forget. That's why you're seeing not any of these pro players even touch the champion, because there's simply no point. As it has been confirmed, yep. EU is hosting Worlds this year. They haven't confirmed location. I mean, with COVID in China, I mean, you have to give it to Riot that they even pulled off Worlds last year. I was super surprised. And this year with China, you know, everyone's kind of cautious. It's like having it in EU is going to guarantee all the teams are going to be able to get there, probably not have to serve any type of ridiculous quarantines. And the visas should be approved pretty quick. So I'm not even sure if the visas are like have to be too super serious either. As now is the time to shine if you are an Irelia player. Into a Jace, into an action. And FAKER playing weak side. This is genius by him. Whenever it's like this, so your team, yep. Let's say your team is dominating the opposite side of the map. You see the Maokai, the Akali, and no one is there. You're like, no one's answering this. Where the hell is the enemy team? And you're shoving down bot lane by yourself. Guess what? They're sitting and waiting for you in one of these brushes, and they're going to try and collapse. And you, as a player, need to drop your ego and give all the wave as it's crashing. Don't be caught under tower and die, because you'll probably give 2 towers instead of 1. Happens so often. You can feel it in your gut sometimes, okay? Trust in that instinct. Even if they're not there, just trust in it, man, because it's better you give 1 wave than die and be completely off the map and turn the game. It's a nice little tip that I think will help a lot of players kind of work it out. I think especially when you're against like a Smurf who's like a jungle Smurf, you'll notice they always try and set up picks on the opposite side of the map where the team like where you're not sure where they are, and the jungler just comes out of a brush on the weak side of the map and just dominates you, and you're like, what? Why the hell is he here? Just be cautious of that, because that's where good players are going to make their picks. The least likely place you'd expect. As we get our Gore Drinker. I always think Gore Drinker should be with a Drinker, D-R-I-N-K-A-H. Drinker. But Riot Games obviously want to be proper, and it's kind of sad. As we're dead even CS. I thought he'd have a nice little CS lead over the action, but so much roaming, so much chaos. And action will be going for the Rage Blade, by the way. I swear this is the build from like day 1 that I was enjoying. I stopped playing action. I don't know if I like the champion. I enjoy it, but I just couldn't get over a 50% win rate. So I went back to my mages. But it's still, I mean, I think I put like 40 games in or so. It was fun while it lasted. As I think FAKER just wants to be deep into a side lane. Akali's doing well to try and get some CS back. Looking at this bot lane farm, this is awkward. Faker moves in. He does land. Oh my. Almost one taps that Ziggs. Jace drops to the Akali. Maokai kills the Ziggs. But Action gets the return kill. Ziggs back in the game now. Thank you to the revive. And meanwhile, this bot lane. Someone is going to have to try and... I really want someone to go down and grab this bot lane wave. Faker's aware it's there. Just coin flipping for mid lane when they have like Ziggs clear with the... It's not really worth it. The Faker will pick up the red. Does he get the red? Is that bugged? What is that? Did someone steal it? And the wave will stack for Faker here. Kill the camp first. No rush. Make sure to kill all the little ones. That's where you're getting most of the gold nowadays. Nice. Q into W max, of course. And I'm wondering if Faker goes Wit's End. What do you guys think? They have Ziggs and they have an Elise. Double AP. The Action and the Jace still have damage though, so... Pings go out. So many pings in Korea, man. I had to turn pings to like 5 volume. I get a headache. As we hit the TP, it's a 21-minute Baron rush. I love it. They were looking down into the bot lane, and then Faker instantly TPs across. You have Blade the Rune King with the Callista. And this should be... I mean, it's not a freebie, but it's a good setup because they're not going to take much damage. And there's no way they get outsmoted. Right, guys? Nice. Callista Rend. Callista Rend is very good for taking these objectives. Faker, TP down now, has the teleport. We'll start working our way towards probably... We go Styrax, right? Get that shielding. Dragon's up. Looks like we're going to have to give Infernal Soul. Both teams get really nice value out of this. Who scales better? I feel like red side have better scaling. Let's see if Faker can make his way in. Maokai drops over to the Ziggs here. I just feel like Callista, I feel like Callista scaling is piss. Elise is not that great, but Ivan's not that great either. Faker looks for the all-in onto the Trundle. Should be able to easily get it. Callista finishes him off, hits that shield. Oh my god, we get the flash out of Ziggs, but I think we're not going to have enough healing here to live. Let's see. Come on, get out of there, son. Get out of there. Elise on the hunt. Action ult comes through, does no damage. It's more of an execute. One Jace EQ, probably not going to be enough to kill Faker, I'd say. Be like 20 health left. I'm a genius. 170 health. Jace is not done. Oh, we've got to dodge the Q. Oh, we can't get hit. We can't get hit. We have 360. It's going to do like 400. The W. Q to heal a little bit. Action picks up the Maokai here. And this Action, as I said, he's the best Action in Korea. 7-2. Worth a bounty. And he's going to have that Blade of the Rune King soon. And this is where the champion really becomes a problem. Action scaling is it's so strong. The longer the game goes, because of the reset mechanic he has, the champion is bullshit. I'm telling you. When the death timers start getting towards like 30 minutes, like from 30 minutes and onwards, the value you get out of reviving somebody is so ridiculous. It's just insane. Playing a little bit cautious in case someone's here. Looks to be a free lane. Should have enough for the Styrax soon. We've got it. Perfect. And now this is like, because Doinby usually doesn't have the Blade of the Rune King, he'll skip out on that. He'll have the Gore Drinker and the Styrax, and he'll just engage, gets the Gargle Stone Plate later on, and he just It's gross to see how much damage he still does while being unkillable. Lay the Ruin King completed now for the action. Zig's working his way towards the... I mean, he's going to go for the... God, why can't I think of the item? Horizon Focus. Horizon Focus with the Morello. TP still... What is TP? 45 seconds off? Hopefully his team doesn't clean up, doesn't extend to be cleaned up. Gotta be super cautious. I feel like I haven't done a Dopa review for a while. The man's sitting at about... He's closing in, like he's slowly making his way towards rank 1 in Korea, by the way. I would not be surprised if Dopa gets rank 1 in Korea by the end of the season. But actually, in saying that, that Zoe OTP that I was doing reviews on hit 1800 LP the other day. And now that I think about it, Dopa's at 1100 and he's climbing like 100 LP a week, if that. 1800. You're never going to be able to sustain 1800 LP is the problem, guys. The way it works is essentially you'll have a nice streak up, but you will not maintain it. Even if you have a 50% win rate, you're going to go down. You're not gaining more than you lose. You're going to be getting like plus 12, minus 21 at that point because the system really does want you to fail. But not only that, your teammates are going to be so much worse than the enemy team. Your teammates are going to get rolled, so you have to hyper carry. And in Korean Challenger, when you're against laners like Chovy, it's like, it's impossible. You can't do it. So we see these peaks, but it's nice to see no one really maintains it. It's kind of a cyclical thing. Well, it's a bit of a yo-yo. You go up, down, depending on the streaks. As we hit the side lane, 27 minutes in. Shh, the boys. We pop over. Faker, looking for the Q under the minions. Do you see how... Oh, we get the flash. Do you see how he E's first, and then he has that second E coming through when he's queuing, right? Wants to try and hide the animation and make it much harder to dodge. But it does seem that they've overextended here. Maokai flashes away. Zig's bomb comes through. And Maokai is the first to drop huge Irelia ultimate. And Faker's going to move in here. Gets exhausted. Hits the stoppy. And they're going to give away the dragon, which puts red side on Soul Point in 5 minutes time. And I just feel like with Kalista into a Zig's Trundle, like how do you move? Trundle slows you with the pillar and then Zig puts his W down on you and puts E. I feel like late game goes to red side, especially, I mean, if they get Infernal. Ali should be able to get the 1v1 onto the Trundle, but at what cost? Does he even kill the Trundle? Yikes, bro. It doesn't even kill the Trundle. Can't go... No, you can't go for the Elise. And Ziggs will pick that up. Elise gets it, sorry. And we are going to go for the Wit's End for the Irelia now. 11-4. This game is going to be so difficult. The Ziggs damage, like the Ziggs mid-late game is crazy at the moment. He'll get a Void Staff to try and counteract some of this MR. You can see Kalista already with the Wit's End. Maokai working on MR. We've got Teleport and Barons up, so it means side lane. It means you're just sitting in the side lane, but you do not want to get picked. You can see Faker. He's playing super cautious. Look how deep he is. A lot of players here would be like just hard shoving their lane, but Faker wants to see who's on the map first, and then he's able to move through. There's no point risking it. Once you drop your ego a little bit in the game, I feel, and like you don't just coin flip shove a lot of lanes. I find myself, I do it all the time, man. The benefit of hard shoving a lane and face checking brushes is like, it's so close to zero benefit of doing it. You're not in a rush a lot of the times, and you just rush it and you just risk it because you want to live life on the edge. You don't have to live life on the edge. Just be patient and wait. See who's on the map. It really is a hard like concept to play, because it's just so fundamentally hard to. You're just curious playing, man. You're like, what happens if I shove this lane here? I want to put pressure on instantly. But you've always got to be thinking, why? It's the whole... Oh, Faker, R flash, E lands, Q, 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 Q. You need to be thinking, why am I doing this? At all times in League of Legends, people don't ask themselves, why am I trading? Why am I shoving? Why am I roaming? Why would I shove this wave? There needs to be a why. If there's no why, you're just bloody playing the game with no goals or no plan in mind. Like playing chess and you just, I'll move this pawn here, I'll move this pawn here, and that you're not having any structure, not planning ahead. League of Legends is a game of chess. You need to see it as that. It's not checkers, unless you're an any main. In that case, it's checkers. But other than that, it's chess. Get the good TP, we move across, get the nice pick, get the Baron set up. And we're gonna have enough for the Wit's End? No, we go GA and we just sit. Interesting. He had enough for the GA, so he goes GA. If he didn't like, yeah. That has to be a Wit's End, right? I don't see what else that Negatron could be. No flash. Dragon fight. What's Dragon? Is it in 3 minutes or so? I'm curious on the macro. It should just be an ARAM, right? You can't do much on... Oh, there's a pick, someone there. No. When you don't have teleport... Ah, come on, man. It's always very difficult to coordinate your team where you're able to shove in the side lanes and your team's not just getting one-tapped. As I love this Maokai skin, man. That astronaut skin line was pretty cool. Wait, Dragon not in 3 minutes. Dragon's in 60 seconds. I'm trolling. We're going to have the Infernal fight soon. I mean, if you don't... I feel like they have no access here. Deny the soul, set up the Baron. I feel like... I don't know if you're going to be able to end with this Baron. I reckon it's going to be the next. Jace kills the Akali. And this is just so uncoordinated. Faker just going to say, dude, stuff you guys. I'm hard shoving and opening the base up. Gets the mid lane inhibitor tower. Going to have to run through some of these Zig bombs. Going to chunk them down to 60. Moves in, hits. That's a huge Faker. And we're not done. Maokai. I thought Daisy was Maokai. Holy shit, I really thought that was Maokai. I'm like, Daisy, why aren't you Eing? Why aren't you getting on as Ziggs gets to pick onto the Ivan? Look at the Ziggs damage. Base is open. We have no flash. We have GA still, so we can play a little bit aggressive. But the thing is, the dragon is soul point. You cannot give the soul. You cannot give the soul to the Ziggs. An Abyssal Mask. It's not a Wit's End. It's Tank Irelia. Now, Abyssal Mask, I do believe they changed it. I don't build the item that much, but I think there's 10% extra damage to people that you immobilize. Alright? Because I saw some Aatrox is going Abyssal Mask 3rd these days, and I'm like, the hell is that? But apparently it's actually good on these bruises, because the damage amp really does add up. As Action gets the kill. Did he revive the Elise? Callista steals away, not steals away, secures as Faker. Probably going to get his GA dropped here. Doesn't have flash, he's dead. Huge ultimate. Oh my god. So what is that? What does that mean for the game? Well, with 34 minutes in, it's going to be another 5 minutes until Soul for red side. Faker's team nowhere near Soul. Callista full build. The question is, Faker dropped GA, so you're gonna need to sell GA for something. I feel like as though Ziggs is doing 60 or 70% of his team's damage at this stage. What do you guys think? I reckon more MR is the choice, but what do I know? Let's see. That anti-heal coming into clutch against Irelia and Callista. Look at this Callista. Shield bow as the bloody bloodthirster. I'm not really impressed with this Akali so far. Faker spawns. He has flash. He has TP. Unfortunately, he's not sitting on much gold, so he has to keep the GA that's inactive. Callista inactive GA also. And Jace has an active GA, so whatever team has the most active GA, I hate like... GAs are going to help you for the next one fight, that's it. If you drop the GA, it's piss. This gold is sunk at this point when it's not up. Because the GA gold efficiency for the actual stats is horse piss. Baron is the next objective. 70,000 gold for blue side. And I love to see Faker's decision making. He has some of the best mid-late decision making you'll see out of anyone. Obviously the guy is so experienced with the game. Probably played more hours than most. Definitely played more hours than most. He's been here countless times. And he'll head back to base now. What's the plan? Can't change out any of the items. Red buff, I believe the red buff's up. It looks like that on the minimap, but Ballista has a red, so I'm not sure if it's that thing. That must be wrong. Is the spectator file wrong, or does that just mean that the enemy has stolen it? I'm not sure. But it looks like we're going to try and get a fight here. As the Baron up in the next 10 seconds. I want Faker to get a flank behind onto the Ziggs. Ziggs has the hourglass, but if we can get that and then pounce on him, they're stuffed. Trundle pillar. Don't know which one. There's Maokai, I think. That's not Daisy. As we go in, we had quite a nice ultimate, but we are exhausted. We pop, and we're going to try and focus the Ziggs. Ziggs instantly gets the hourglass. We have to kill the Ziggs. We have to kill the Ziggs. And we're able to get it. Akali picks him up. Jace, Trundle, Action, all remaining. Can't give any kills over to Action. And Action gets the kill, revives the Ziggs. Ziggs has teleport, remember. And that is the strength of the Action. He just gets that revive. Now Faker's hunting onto the Jace. Jace is right here. Faker. He's able to get the GA. Gonna try and heal off of the wolves. And Faker, he's too strong. 15 and 5, and the Baron has spawned. Should be able to make our way over to it. Or is it an end angle? They have Ziggs Trundle. Faker's saying no, 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 no. Callista wanted to go for the end. And I completely concur with my friend Faker there, because into a Ziggs Trundle, you don't have Baron, so the Ziggs is just going to ult and clear the waves, and you'll be stuck there with your hand on your cock, and you just don't know what to do. Set the Baron up. Now go and set the Drake up. As we should have enough gold now. The GA is almost back up, so he might just keep it. Sells the Abyssal, gets the Wit's End. I thought so. I thought a Wit's End would be much better. And Faker. Once this GA is active, no flash. A little bit unfortunately, no flash. Just stuffs over Daisy there. What's your problem, bro? We're going to have a late game in Korea. This is very rare. Korea has the shortest average game times in Challenger out of any single other regional division. You try and follow the Maokai. Do you still get movement speed for following on the orange elixir? You see how he leaves a trace? Do you get movement speed for following him, right? Well, it used to be. I don't know if they ever changed that. It's Faker's ultimate whiffs. Looking for the Jace who has no GA. Faker. He wants to try and zone them away. They're going to move through with the Baron. This should be... If they play it very slow, I think they can easily win. They don't have much range. They have Irelia Akali with the Callista. They have no range to siege. If you were to Caitlyn or something, I think it'd be doable, but... I think FAKER wants to move into the bot side and try and set up the triple inhib drop. Do not overforce here. That's the call. Don't overforce. Action GA active. FAKER GA, Kalista GA, everyone has a GA. Jace is down. Do you sell boots on Irelia? I don't think you do, right? Build stays the same. TP's into the bot side, wants to instantly pressure up onto the bot side inhib. Doesn't have flash, so needs to be a bit cautious though, right? As he says, stuff your poke, Ziggs. I'll just heal it back, son. Ziggs, did Ziggs sell his Morello, it seems? Keep my eyes on the minimap. You need to clear through bot side. Yeah, FAKER has the right idea. See the top lane supers, you gotta wait for them to, you really want to, sometimes guys, you don't want to shove the lane. You just want it to sit outside of the base for a bit and just watch it die. Because you need that top side and the mid side in super minions to crash into the base. If you can time the top side and mid inhib supers to be coming into their base when your bot side wave is coming, so you need to stagger it. It's really hard to synergize, and I don't see many people doing it correctly, especially in low elos. They just shove, shove, shove. They don't really think, but it's legitimate to help your late game sieges to try and coordinate and synchronize your wave shoving in, which is sometimes kind of hard. But you can stack. You can actually stack huge waves out, way out of the base. So a massive wave is crashing when the supers are arriving, and it's a surefire way to win. Get a way better siege. But anyways, that's like super advanced mechanics that happen like once in a blue moon. But anyways, nice little tip. Who the hell is that? We find the action. Nice. And they're going to have to try and defend the base 4v5. FAKER. Careful, son. He has the GA, has flash. He might just go for the R flash. Let's see. Maokai burning, burning, burning. Please, guys, do not die. Kalista GA proc. FAKER moving in now. FAKER gets to use his W. Looking for the Elise now. Repels. And they get the triple inhibs. Whoa, 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 whoa. FAKER GA dropped. Oh, shit. Ziggs is here, man. FAKER hits the R, but he gets shut down by the Jace. Jace flashes in, grabs up the Ivan, grabs the Maokai. And it's just Kalista remaining, going for the back door. Can he do it? Come on, Kalista. Gets the Elise. Look how beefy this guy is. He's not able to do it. 42 minutes in. Jace. Is that a Quadra? And now you have... I mean, you've got Infernal spawning. Someone's going to get Infernal Soul. You have triple inhibs down. And FAKER sold his GA for a... I believe that is a Hydra. Titanic Hydra? Ravenous Hydra? That's Titan... No, he swaps Ravenous. Ravenous Titanic. Oh, I always confuse the two. One's a little bit more tanky and one's a little bit more damage. He goes for the damage option. No GA though, so needs to be way more cautious as Akali has TP for the back door, but you can see they've sweeped the base. There's nothing there. There's no TP flanks available. And we are going to have an all-out brawl for this Infernal Soul. Jace has TP, so he's able to shove out. And I'm wondering if anyone just goes for a cheeky backdoor. Sometimes just trying to, like, if you have a sweeper, did FAKER swap to a sweeper? No, he still has yellow. This probably helps out. The yellow probably helps to try and put a ward if he wants a backdoor, but I think Infernal is going to go over to blue side. Ziggs bomb. Careful for the burn. Ivan, good smite, good secure. Infernal Soul now. And what was the trade-off? Are they going to try and rush the Baron? Surely Baron for Infernal Soul is not worth it. But definitely if blue side, I mean, if FAKER got Baron, they didn't even get Baron. They're going to get Baron now. Baron with 6 supers. They still, the inhibs have actually respawned, but still. I think Baron and then slowly just run your minions through their base, right? Faker knows he's not needed. Thought maybe he'd go for a base and then TP in with an elixir or something, just to get a little bit of an extra power spike as Akali gets picked off and they're going to TP back to the base. That Jace poke. Look at that Jace. Jace has no boots. I love these late game scenarios where your heart's just pumping. Faker moves in, hits the ultimate, gets on the trundle end of the Jace. Needs to try and kill the Jace. He's not able to do it. He can't die. He cannot die. You will lose the game. The death timers are like, what, 60 seconds? Oh man, what a game, boys. What a game. Ziggs, look at that death cap. Kalista has an IE. These are the games, this is why you queue up. Even if you lose these games, guys, don't be mad. Just be happy you played them. They're super rare. As we smash through the wave. Are we full build? We'd be sitting on a lot of gold. We've sold the Ravenous for the Death Dance and the Elixir. Interesting. A lot of like buys and resells for Faker here. This is his optimal late game build, I guess. I'm wondering if he would probably sell the Death Dance for the GA when the active's up again. Just GA active is super, get 2 lives, man. You can play your frontline way more aggressive. No flash, or he's going to need some type of resets to get his way into the fight. Q. Elise. Going to get picked off. Ziggs bomb hits. Ivan gets the Elise. Now we're looking for the Jace. Jace GA dropped. Faker times the E perfectly. Gets his 16th kill of the game, and his team's going to move it through. It's an open Nexus. Action with the revive mechanics, though. Be careful, guys. Faker. And he knows it's done. Hey. As they explode the Nexus. Faker just a distraction. That's going to be it today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. My God, my heart is pumping. What a game. And until next time, guys, thank you for watching. Nice game to celebrate Faker making worlds. And until next time, I catch you later. Peace.